Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is, what are we wearing? This age-old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. Welcome back to the I Want Her Shoes podcast, where we celebrate women who've mastered the intersection of style, leadership, and impact. I'm your host, Anna Anisin, and today's guest embodies all of that and much more. Meet Martica Mirabal, a luxury retail veteran, talent strategist, and founder of LuxeRRC, and she has over 23 years of experience in holding roles from sales associates up to regional director in iconic brands like Gucci, Prada, St. Laurent, and Valentino, some of my favorites. And through that journey, she learned what truly makes a brand thrive, and that's people, right? Like the people that you see and talk to every day. She's also deeply involved with Shoes for Cure Miami, the luxury shopping philanthropic event, which is taking place just right down the street here. Today, it starts today, and it's going to go from today till the 19th, which is what, Sunday? The whole
Sunday,
weekend?
correct, yes.
Yeah, and it's benefiting breast cancer research through the Brown Family Breast Cancer Institute at Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, which is one of the best in the country. And in 2025, Shoes for Cure returns to Design District for a 4-day experience of fashion and giving. And in this episode, we're gonna dive into this and also explore what it takes to build people first luxury, how style and strategy intersect, and why giving back through causes like Shoes for a Cure matters so deeply in the industry and also in our community.
It really does.
Yeah. And before we dive right in, I would like to learn a little bit about you and Martica, and how did you kind of end up in Miami? Are you Miamian?
I am a born and raised Miami girl.
I love that. Yes.
Yeah, Miami for life. I love the city, and I loved watching it evolve and grow, and the fashion community and the fashion scene here has evolved tremendously, and it's really a cosmopolitan city where there's everything, and especially with the Design District right up the block. I mean it's really a hub for fashion.
I know, and since you grew up here and you've been in fashion almost your whole career, it sounds like, what did Design District look like 20 years ago?
Oh,
was it
warehouses.
even there?
Well, there were a lot of warehouses, and then it was very home design focused as well.
Right. More like interior.
Yep.
Right?
So in about 2000 is when things started to evolve, but it's taken some time. I mean, but it's come into its own really in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But it's incredible what Craig Robbins is visionary, and what he's done there is absolutely amazing. So we're very lucky to have it in our city. So
yeah. No, I think that's amazing too. And even the last 10 years since I've been here, I remember the first year I was here, it was just like coming, like there's just like cool events there, like the coolest events were there if you knew where to go. So
yeah, absolutely. And with Art Basel and Miami Art Week, I mean, it's really the place to be every year, and it brings so much tourism and a beautiful tourist that comes to Miami, especially for that art fair. So it gives us so much more exposure, both the fashion community, the design, everything. So I think, Miami is definitely the perfect place for Shoes for a Cure. Absolutely. But, having grown up here and worked in the fashion industry for 23 years, I really do love the fact that it is this hub now, and we can leverage it for so many beautiful things.
No, I think that's great. And what early moments shaped your philosophy about people and retail?
I would have to say it was the man who hired me, Joe Senna. If you're watching, he's my mentor, and he taught me a great deal about talent and that it's not about experience. You know, he took a chance on me. I had no experience. I was just starting my journey, and he really believed in me and took me under his wing and really showed me the ropes. And, you know, it really proved to me that it doesn't necessarily always matter if someone comes from luxury or not. It's really all about the soft skills and personality and the people skills and being able to connect, and you know, and that's what's most important. Sometimes it's a bit challenging, especially coming from the recruiting side, to convince a luxury brand to hire an associate that doesn't necessarily have an established clientele or history working in luxury. But I have proven myself that bringing people on that are hungry and that have the true potential and the core skill set can be much more productive and effective than sometimes even hiring somebody that comes from the industry. It really is all about creating culture, right, within your organization. Yeah. So, you know, it really, that he definitely taught me that experience isn't everything, and that personality and soft skills really go a long way.
I love that. No, and that's great to have such an amazing mentor. Mm-hmm. And I think
he really is amazing. I love you, Joe. I love you.
And what led you to start LuxeRRC? And maybe you could tell us a little bit about your company, and how did you see the industry gaps that you wanted to fill?
So I really wanted to create something where every day I went to work and I loved every second of it. And I really just thought about what did I love about retail? What did I love about fashion? And what was I best at? So it all came down to team building, talent acquisition, client acquisition, and, you know, strategy, identifying partnerships in the local community. And that's essentially what we do. We consult our clients at the local level, helping them find opportunities to grow their business and build exposure within the market, and tap new clients, as well as, you know, find stellar talent. And, you know, I feel like we fill a void because, you know, we really focus again on identifying new talent. The turnover in the industry, you know, has been extreme, and it really impacts more than anything the store teams and the client experience. So we have really focused on identifying talent that isn't necessarily always coming from luxury, mm-hmm. but that does, you know, like I was saying before, possess that core skill set that brands are looking for. They just need to be willing to train a bit more, you know, and invest a bit more at the beginning. But in the long run, it's proven that when you give somebody an opportunity, they will be more loyal. They will stick with you.
Maybe work even harder, right?
Absolutely. So you know, that's kind of our strategy. That's what sets us apart. And you know, we really know how each brand is different from the other. The nuances, the culture. We can really search for candidates with a sharp eye and with laser focus, and we deliver candidates that really truly align with the brand culture.
Cool. No, congratulations. That sounds like a great, you know, you're doing a great job in filling all those missing gaps.
Thank you.
And in the world of trends, how do you define your own signature style or aesthetic? So you definitely have one.
I love to shop in the men's section. You know, I think I love like men's shirts.
Is that a men's shirt?
No, this was women's.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no pink one. Yeah, but it could be maybe in a different color, right?
It could be. So I mean, when I worked at Saint Laurent, I loved shopping in the men's collection. So I like a lot of masculine pieces and maybe like counter them with a touch of femininity. You know, casual and dressy, kind of, you know, the irony of that I really do enjoy. A sneaker with a dress, and, you know, something flirty with maybe a combat boot. So just, you know,
love it.
That balance is interesting for me.
That's a great balance. And tell us how you became involved with Shoes for a Cure Miami, and why the cause resonates with you personally.
So Shoes for a Cure Miami was founded in New York, and in 1994, it's been in existence
for
31 years, yeah. And it was founded by Jody and Jerome Fisher. Jerome Fisher was a co-founder of Nine West Shoes, mm-hmm. and it was he founded the Fashion Footwear Charitable Foundation. So essentially, it's an organization that was founded by the fashion industry. So
right.
That's one of the reasons why it really does resonate, and. For the last 30 years, they've been, it started as a shoe sale under a tent at Central Park, and they have grown tremendously over the years. And, you know, it was called Shoes on Sale, I believe, when it first started. And for the last 31 years, they've been doing this amazing shoe sale no longer under a tent in Central Park. Now it's in the Chelsea Market. And since then, they've generated over 65 million.
That's amazing.
Toward breast cancer research. So incredible. So someone on their board is comprised of executives from footwear, from fashion, and Sarah Lubis from Burberry, a former colleague of mine from Burberry. She sits on their board. She's the vice chair, and she reached out because she knew I had started my new gig, and she asked me for support on trying to launch Shoes for Cure outside of the New York market. And Shoes for Cure Miami was born last year in 2024. For the first time, we launched in Design District. We pitched it to the district. They loved the idea, and where else but Miami Design District to do Shoes for Cure. So we did it last year. It was a one-day event. This year it's grown to a 4-day shopping extravaganza that kicks off, on Thursday, and kicks off with a beautiful dinner at Mother Wolf, with an amazing silent auction of, consisting of incredible fashion items from the district.
Incredible Judith Lieber.
Yeah, there's a bid on
already?
that one already.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So bidding has officially started. So
Yes.
anyone can bid. We've got some incredible brand experiences in Europe. Some great travel packages. Anyways, the silent auction is amazing. And then we have 3 more days of shopping and events in the Miami Design District, all to benefit breast cancer research and the Bremen Family Breast Cancer Institute at Sylvester. So,
I love that.
Why do I think it resonates? Because definitely it was founded in the fashion industry, but also because breast cancer affects us all as women, and it's important for us all to be aware and be involved and do what we can, because everyone, we all know someone that's been impacted.
Absolutely.
1 in 8 women will be diagnosed. That think about 8 girlfriends and just think about the fact that one of them might or probably will get breast cancer. But what's great is also that
more money, more research.
Correct, and with early detection, there is a 99% cure rate as long as it's caught early. So the more we invest into research and finding ways to detect it sooner and to also for a cure, but still early detection is key.
Yeah. No, that's a great cause, and we will share the link so you could go. And I know a lot of you gals are local, so you could go and shop, especially this weekend, because it's a special cause.
Yes.
And in your view, what does it mean for fashion and retail leaders to use their platforms for health and social impact, really beyond profit? Because I think that's really important now.
Well, I think, if you think about philanthropy and how philanthropy has actually, it's, people are being less and less philanthropic. So in 2000, I think it was like 60% of adults did donate to some charity at some point. They supported some charity, and fast forward to 2020, that was 46%. So dropping a whopping 20% in terms of philanthropy. So, fashion brands have this amazing platform, especially to connect with a younger audience and with that younger, new generation, next generation of philanthropists. So, it's so important that they support whatever it is they support. I think just because exposing this younger generation to causes at a younger age, and maybe through fashion, which makes it definitely a bit cool and very approachable and fun. So I think it's very, very important, the type of platform that they have, they should always leverage, and they do. I think, fashion brands do tend to be highly philanthropic and get involved in the community, which is quite beautiful. So
no, that's amazing. And what do you hope women listening will take away from the experience of actually being part of this event? Whereas like shoppers, advocates and donors,
So, I just, we really want them to understand that, again, going back to the numbers, it's the chances of being diagnosed are quite high, unfortunately. So
there's definitely some type of education as well that goes along with this.
Of course. And, the more that we can do, to prevent and to find the cure, the better. So I would love everybody to go to shoesforacuremiami.org, and you can participate in a million ways. You can come shop all of the events happening at the Miami Design District this weekend. You can donate on the website. You can bid on one of those amazing items.
Yes.
So, any support, all support welcome. So
awesome. Well, I'll be there, so can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you.
Yay.
And congratulations on your ranking, your blog ranking. That's amazing.
The podcast, I'm really grateful.
Ranking, yes.
Thank you for listening. We're now in the top 15 for 2 weeks now. Didn't want to say anything because we want to make sure the numbers are real. But
okay. I'm so sorry.
No. Like 2 weeks is good. Usually, if it sticks for 2 weeks, it's all good. But usually if it's just 1 week, it could be something. Like,
congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
The work you're doing is awesome.
Yeah, no, I love it. And as I told you, it's like a passion project. So, and it's really nice to, share what's going on locally too, because I think maybe a lot of people would not know about this event. So it's really, really great. And what about one piece in your wardrobe and accessory that you really love, or maybe carries like a really symbolic weight? Is there something like that in your wardrobe?
There's a pair of shoes.
Yes, is it a pair? I was gonna say, is it a pair? Did you bring it?
I did.
Okay, let's see it.
So these shoes, these babies.
Oh my gosh, these are so fun. Are they Gucci?
These are Saint Laurent.
Oh, Saint Laurent. Oh my god, I don't know. You know why I say Gucci? Because
they do a lot. Yeah, it's a very similar aesthetic. But I love the retro kind of.
Yeah.
So these I got when I was working at Saint Laurent, and
And for those of you that are not watching, these are like platform Saint Laurent, like what you describe it because you're in fashion.
Yeah, it's their. I believe they still call it the Bianca.
The Bianca.
I believe so. So. These were
Elton John.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I love the retro, but I've worn them to death. Like they don't even have the logo anymore. But these are technically my divorce shoes. But no, honestly, I really did enjoy working at Saint Laurent. I was there through the whole Eddie Slimane rebranding when they dropped the eaves and everybody was in an uproar.
I remember that. That's like one of my favorite brands.
I love and that aesthetic for me because it is definitely masculine but it's sexy. I still very much
I love like these little details in the back.
They were beautiful, but I had so much fun in these shoes. Going through a major moment in my life, lots of changes, but then also working for a brand that was also going through a complete transformation. So it was a lot of fun to be a part of that. Working for the brand and living through something pretty significant, in my life at that moment. So
well, thank you for sharing that story. Yeah, and they also have the like amazing stars in front, and they're black leather with studs and. They look brand new. I think they don't look worn out at all.
I do take care of my stuff, but these are actually like they're 12 years old. Like,
you could not tell.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. But they're still current. I think they
look modern. They look like forever shoes. Yeah, like absolutely. That's what I love about timeless pieces.
Me too. Me too.
And for women building their own careers in fashion or retail, what is the biggest lesson you wish someone told you earlier, if there's anything?
Be yourself. Don't luxury and fashion can be somewhat of an intimidating industry, especially when you're coming into it. And there's always sometimes a pressure to kind of become your brand and to personify, what this brand that you're working for. Be yourself, do you, and that's always for me at the beginning, especially because I started very young, and back in those days. The industry was not as young as it is now. Like we do have a much younger, staff, especially in store and even at a corporate level. But back then it wasn't a young industry. So it was a very difficult transition for me. So I always say just be yourself and stay true to who you are. And that's what's going to set you apart. And that's what's going to make you successful.
Great advice, Martica.
Yeah.
And now let's do this quick little fire round of this or that. Tailored blazer or fluid silk blouse? Okay, I already know.
Both.
Okay.
I want to say
or
both.
One on top of the other.
I want to say both, definitely, for sure.
Heritage brand or emerging designer?
I would say emerging designer. Yeah.
Shop your closet or try something radically new?
Radically new.
Yes. Green light growth or slow and steady?
Green light growth.
Work dinner or creative retreat?
Work dinner.
Statement shoe or polished nude?
Statement.
Yes.
Definitely.
Mentor or be mentored?
Mentor.
Elevated basics or bold accents?
Bold accents for sure.
City, runway, or coastal retreat?
City, runway. Well, we're in Miami.
Yes,
so,
I know.
So I guess
course.
like we have the best of both worlds, but
Community impact or individual legacy?
community impact.
Yes.
It's
I love
incredible.
it.
Yeah.
And Martica, thank you so much for showing up for us, and also showing us that true luxury is found in legacy, leadership, and lifting others up and really being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you've taken your decades of experience in fashion's most iconic houses and turned it into something so much bigger, a platform that champions people, purpose, and meaningful progress. And to our listeners, if you've ever wondered whether your work could be both stylish and significant, this episode is your reminder that it absolutely can.
Absolutely can. Yeah.
And whether you're building a brand, mentoring a team, or giving back to the community, your impact can really be both bold and beautiful. And speaking of beautiful impact, let's not forget to check out Shoes for Cure. What is the URL?
Shoesforcuremiami.org.
Perfect. And it's starting today with a dinner. And I think there's a couple of events around the design districts tonight from about 5 to 7. And then you can go shopping the whole weekend. Mm-hmm. And everything is going to a great cause. And it's more than just a fashion moment. It's a movement taking stylish step forward, funding critical breast cancer research. And let's walk that walk together, guys, and let's participate. And until next time, keep showing up with style, with soul, and with purpose. Because the most powerful thing you can wear is your why.
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you.
You're
This was so
welcome.
nice.
Thank you.